In one of the coldest and most unforgiving places on Earth, a wooden ship lay silent, buried beneath ice, darkness, and time. For 107 years, no human eyes had seen it. Until now. This story begins in the Antarctic Ocean, a place where nature does not forgive mistakes, where temperatures can freeze exposed skin in minutes, and the sea itself can crush steel like paper. More than a century ago, a single ship sailed into these waters with 28 men on board. What followed became the greatest survival story in human history. Welcome back. The year was 1914. The world stood on the edge of war, but one man was focused on something else entirely. His name was Sir Ernest Shackleton, an explorer obsessed with one idea: testing the absolute limits of human endurance. His goal was simple to describe and almost impossible to achieve: to cross the entire Antarctic continent on foot. For this mission, he needed a ship unlike any other. That ship was called Endurance. Built from thick oak, designed to bend rather than break under ice pressure, Endurance was considered one of the strongest wooden ships ever made. On August 8, 1914, Endurance left England and disappeared into the unknown. Months passed at sea. By early 1915, the ship entered the Weddell Sea. That's when everything changed. The ocean began to freeze, slowly, silently, until massive ice sheets surrounded the ship. At first, the crew believed the ice would release them. It didn't. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Endurance was no longer sailing. She was trapped. By mid-1915, the ice around the ship grew thicker and heavier. The pressure increased every day. Then one night, the crew heard a sound they would never forget: a deep, violent crack. The ice had begun to crush the ship from all sides. Wood groaned, beams bent, water started flooding in. Shackleton knew the truth before anyone said it out loud. The ship was doomed. On October 27, 1915, the order was given: "Abandon ship!" The Endurance, their shelter, their safety, their only way home, was slowly destroyed by the ice. Days later, she disappeared beneath the frozen sea. Now, 28 men stood on drifting ice, over 1,000 kilometers from help. No radio, no rescue ships, no hope of outside contact. Only leadership. Shackleton refused to let despair win. For months, the crew lived on floating ice, hunting seals and penguins to survive, rationing food down to crumbs. Eventually, the ice began to break apart. Their only chance was the lifeboats. After an exhausting journey through storms and freezing waves, they reached a desolate strip of land known as Elephant Island. It was their first solid ground in nearly 2 years. But it offered no rescue. Shackleton made one final decision. He would attempt the impossible. With 5 men, he sailed a small lifeboat across 1,300 kilometers of open ocean to reach South Georgia Island. No engine, no navigation instruments, only stars, instinct, and willpower. After 16 days battling some of the most dangerous seas on Earth, they arrived. But even then, it wasn't over. They crossed snow-covered mountains on foot for 36 straight hours until they reached a whaling station. Against all odds, Shackleton returned. And months later, he rescued every single man left behind on Elephant Island. Not one life was lost. The mission failed, but the survival became legendary. Then, in 2022, after more than a century beneath the ice, the Endurance was finally found. Resting 3,000 meters below the Antarctic Ocean, perfectly preserved. Her name still visible, a frozen reminder of courage, leadership, and the unbreakable will to survive. This wasn't just a shipwreck. It was history, waiting 107 years to be found. Thanks for watching. See you in the next incredible story.